1842 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. 1843 I broke my shovel across my knee. Went to work for the company in the Leeds to Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along. Terry's skiving again, so you got me. I think, Brian, have you dropped out of there?
I'm back.
It wouldn't be him.
It's pressing wrong buttons again.
I tried to put YouTube on and switched StreamYard off instead. Genius.
Well,
Genius.
my support crew for this evening is the wonderful Joe.
He uses the word support loosely, I have to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know.
No, you speak for yourself.
The wonderful William and
Hello, all.
the Barney Brian.
And me. I'm here too. I'm here too.
I like that. That was thick.
We don't have Terry. He's supposedly working today.
Yes.
For the AWDB AGM.
Skiving.
Yeah, we think he's just skiving as per usual.
It's good.
Anyway,
No other reason than that.
some a second piece of wood that I picked up from Martin Pigeon tonight, which is a piece of iron bark. Let's check everybody else in the background.
Good idea. I'll have a heart attack in peace here.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, jeez.
Bit of iron bark. Have a quick look at this. At the top of the chat, you'll see I've put some stuff from the internet in there. It's an Australian hardwood, a eucalyptus family, and it's called iron bark because the bark doesn't fall off. It just gets thicker and thicker and protects it from fires and stuff. And they use it for railway sleepers because, as opposed to other woods that lasted about 10 to 12 years, this lasts 30 years. And they use it as a keel of boats because it's heavy. All of which tells me that this is not going to cut nicely at all. But I might be wrong. We'll find out. But yeah,
We shall soon see.
I've never cut it before, not even in spindle mode, so I've no idea how it's going to cut. But I bought these 3 pieces of wood for Terry's coverers because they were going to be difficult, and that's the fun of the game. So I've left the corners on. That gives me some bits to play with here and find out what the gauge does to it before I get into the middle. Let's get on with it.
Good plan.
And Joe's going to let us all know who's in the chat because she volunteered.
She did. She actually volunteered tonight. She did.
She did.
She did.
She
indeed.
wasn't.
Wasn't even pressed.
No, she wasn't press gang. She volunteered.
Don't get too giddy.
Yeah, Giddy? Giddy? It's a long time since I was called Giddy. I have to say. Probably true,
Anyway.
though.
Good evening and welcome everybody. And at the top of my chat, we've got Ian Lee, Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks, Rob Wayne the Wood Turner, Norman Greenwell, Rob Copperall Wood Turning, Rob Klingspor Braces UK, Andy Does 60, Ian Wallace, Terry Barslett, Roger Kent, Paul Hoyton, the Graysbury Turner, Lewis, Klondike Craftsman, Steve Perkis, Malcolm Douglas, Colin Izzard, Andrew, Wivy Woodshed, Helen Jenkins, Lucy Supertato, Bundy Rowe,
Hello, Lucy.
Ruby Clare,
Hey, Ruby.
Dale, Old Man River wood turner. Haley, wooden burl. Anthony Green. Mark at Turn Again Crafts. Now, there's supposed to be 45 people in. I don't think I read 45 names out.
No. Good evening, everybody. Welcome along.
Good evening, all you lovely people.
Doug Bennett's in. Good evening.
Hey, Doug.
Sam Lachlan is in.
I'm in.
Good
Hey.
evening.
Welcome along, everyone.
How we
This is
doing?
cutting quite well, actually.
I was just saying that. Yeah, it seems to be cutting
Don't tempt fate.
so far, so good.
Well, there's plenty of room to go wrong yet. But,
Plenty room, yeah.
you can see on the camera there are splits in this, and it's eucalyptus or a subspecies of eucalyptus, so that's not surprising. I did put some glue in that before we started. Just put some thin CA in there, just let it soak in and sit there.
Good job.
Wouldn't be eucalyptus without a few cracks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Michelle just came over and brought me some Gaviscon tablets.
Ah, do you know she looks after you?
Yeah, she's far too good to me. I'll talk about her now when she's not there. Oh, she is there.
she just didn't want to be listening to you moaning all night with heartburn or something. That's all.
Yeah, we had a bit of a crisis before we came live. Brian left his tea bag in his cup for an entire 30 seconds, and it made it super strong for him.
It's like tar. Not even nice to drink.
Oh, dear.
He just waves the tea bag at it. He doesn't even put it in the water. Puts it back in the box for the next go.
I pour the boiling water over and lift it straight back out again. That's what I do.
I bet you save a fortune on tea bags.
We'll see. Terry was at Taylor's Millfield, but it was last week. Through the week sometime. This weekend he's at the AWGB annual general meeting. So it's finished today about 4 o'clock, but he would never have got home in time.
Oops.
So he said, "Oh, did that just exit? Oh no,
It just fell off.
it fell off."
Literally just stopped and fell off.
Yeah.
You've got to
Had
climb
enough.
over stuff to get it.
What did you put on that? Was that tabs on it?
That's just a force and a bit hole.
Oh, fastenable.
So it wasn't
Yeah,
wasn't particularly good
Oops.
mount.
Did you dovetail it? No.
No, of course not. Why would you do a thing like that?
That was a stupid question, really.
Yeah.
Well, it was really, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, forcing a bit that can dovetail.
Lucy's just put in here, Brian. It gets all the good stuff if it's left to brew. What good stuff? It just gets strong and horrible.
If Brian can't read the writing on the bottom of his mug, it's too strong.
Todd says we started a GoFundMe for a box of tea bags for Brian.
Shut up.
Yeah. Buy me a
That's
tea
right.
bag.
I buy me. No one is buy me a coffee nonsense. Buy me a tea bag. Yeah.
Well, if you have a piece come off the lathe, it's much better if it comes off when you're still taking corners off than it is when you're just finishing it.
Correct. Particularly if it's thin and you drop it and it smashes.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Brian of Greenhaven Creations came in there. Good evening,
Good
Brian.
evening, Brian. Welcome along, buddy.
Good
to
evening,
have you.
Brian.
That's 3 Bryans we've got now.
3 Byrons.
3 Byrons. Byronians.
Getting a bit common, isn't it? That name.
Right. Hey. Nothing common about my name. Don't be cheeky, you. I can't believe it. Shock me, Jules. I think I need a cushion from a chair because my ass has disappeared. I've no ass. So no
No
padding. You can be quiet.
It's a serious problem if you're a motorcyclist.
Yeah.
You lose
Yeah.
the padding off your arse and you've got to go for a long ride. Not
Yep.
good.
I used to drink native tea, standard tea all the time. That's brewed tea, milk, 2 sugar. NATO standard.
Mm.
But I stopped drinking milk, so I don't drink milk in my tea at all.
Why not?
No, you don't.
I just don't like it.
Okay. I was only asking. I wasn't trying to imply anything.
And it gives me heartburn too. Milk gives me heartburn.
Yeah.
As
Right.
well as things like yogurt, dairy products basically give me heartburn.
Right.
So
Andy the Valley
you won't
Woodturner
eat
came in
cereal.
there.
Andy,
Did we say hello to Roy? He's in.
No,
no.
Roy, you must have only just come in.
Hello, Roy.
Hey,
Evening,
Roy.
Roy.
Good
Good
evening,
to have you,
Roy.
mate.
Good evening, Andy.
He says, I think the earworms missed my extreme entrance.
Steve Burger says we used to have tea bags at work, large vending ones. You could get 4 cups out of each one using the corners of it for each cup. Now, Steve, I have to tell you, I use Tetley tea bags, and I can get 4 cups of tea out of 1 tea bag.
Oh, you tight soul.
He does.
Yeah.
I
My
Just
do.
off camera in Brian's workshop, there's a washing line to hang the tea bags up.
So I've moved it outside, Pete, because of the good weather.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Summertime now, isn't it?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know what to say to that.
Lucy says I literally show the tea, the milk, and take it away. Taste the milk ruins a good cup of tea. I agree with that.
Right, just taking the corner off of that, so I can get in there with the tool rest. And it made me think, I haven't used this one in a while.
Is that a robusty tool rest?
Yep, it's a reverse tool
Yes.
rest. Which is very
I'll
nice.
be having one of those. I'll
All
be
I can
having
say
one.
is
It's the skinny one. Comfort rests are, to my mind, too deep. You can't get your hand
Aye.
underneath when you're doing
aye,
finials and things. So this is the
comfort.
low profile, maybe? I don't know what
Low
they call it.
profile. Don't know.
The skinny one, anyway. Still
Yeah,
just
the
silly money, but they all are.
The other ones are very deep. Right enough.
Right, so 4040. I haven't played with it for a while, so let's have a go.
We're getting some nice chippings off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much chipping, nice chipping.
I'm eating that now. 4040, you hold pretty
Andy,
much parallel. Get it on this one.
Andy says that Lucy hangs her tea bags out to dry as well. She has a bit of Scot in her. Her granddad was from Glasgow.
That'll be it then.
Ah, see.
So yeah, 4040, you present very differently. You keep it pretty much level, and you're coming in. And just following it around, which it's a very fun cut to do, but on YouTube I don't wear a face shield. And it's not a good cut without a face shield, because everything goes upwards.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go up on that
Yeah.
and go back to something else. But
When you do your finger,
right, my tube of glue was blocked, so I grabbed a sharp thing to shove down the end of the tube of glue, and I missed the tube and hit my finger.
As you do.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Told
and
you.
my arm.
Oh, for goodness sake, Pete.
I was
Ollie.
taking a piece of furniture off the wall and
Uh-huh.
forgot that I had a piece of wood balanced on top of it, so that came down and hit my arm.
Oh, dear, Pete.
Um,
You're not good yourself today.
What did you say, Brian? A bit of bad luck you're having.
Just a little bit. Just a
Right.
little bit. Just a little bit of bad luck goes a long way.
I've done most of my playing. I've got an idea of how it's going to cut, so now I kind of need to start thinking about shape.
Sam Loughlin, then. Did you know Sam Loughlin?
Yeah, we said Sam was in.
Yeah, we've already said him.
Did you?
Albert Dawson is in. Hi, Albert.
Ah, good evening, Albert.
Good evening, Albert.
Doesn't matter about being late, Albert. You don't have to sit in the corner wearing a dunce's hat. It's fine.
Oh, dear.
Oh, tut, we've missed Roy's question again.
No way.
Lucy, I
Did
did
Roy ask a
another one
question?
today. Question: where is the Invincible One? Well, if you were here on time, we'd explained all about the Invincible One. He's missing in action.
He was abducted by aliens, we think.
Abducted by the AWGB,
Oh, the AWGB, sorry.
which kind of equates to the same thing, really. You know?
Did I see Wayne was in?
You did.
I believe he's coming back to doing lives.
I heard this rumour too on Doug's Live last Tuesday. He said he was coming back either Wednesday or Saturday.
Looking
wasn't
forward
sure
to
which.
that.
He said he wouldn't come on Thursday because I was on, and Friday was Steve's on, usually. So he said he would be on Wednesday or Saturday.
Well, we look forward to it.
Yeah, I certainly am.
Be great to have him back.
Mm-hmm. Indeed it will.
So, got myself a little foot there, which is sort of an OG,
Okay.
which just makes it easier to sand it in. Don't know if you can hear that through the noise cancelling, but
Yeah.
it's empty a flat there.
Just a little bit.
Is that the Glenn Lucas GL6, Pete?
So Glenn Lucas something.
Sorry, what was that?
Is that the Glenn Lucas GL6 gouge?
It is, yes.
Nice tool.
Although it's not anymore.
Oh,
Mine
you
now.
reground it.
Yeah.
Why, what's the difference? What was it before?
50 degree sweatback.
All right, okay.
It is 50 degrees still.
Not so much sweatback.
Why is it called a GL6?
I find if you sweep back a lot of wing, if you're doing lots and lots of big pieces of wet wood, then you get to use it.
Hmm.
I don't do a lot of that. So if I just grind a whole big wing on it, then most of it just sharpened for no purpose because it doesn't get used. So I sort of shortened my wing design a bit. Just sort of customized it the way I cut, really.
Harvey Klein's joined us. Good evening, Harvey.
Hi,
Good
Harvey.
evening.
Hey, Harvey. Yeah, grind them the way you want them, Pete. That's the way to do it.
Exactly right.
Oh,
It works for you.
you've got to do it for yourself, don't you?
Well, the only person on the end of the tool is yourself, so you might
Yeah.
as well make it fit. Or make it as comfortable as possible for yourself.
Well, if not, it's a waste of money and it just doesn't get used.
Now, I like to grind mine at 51 degrees just to confuse the wood.
I just yeah.
Can you get it
Just
as low as that?
Just
In
to
1
upset the
degree
gouge.
increments.
You can, eh?
You can do whatever you want, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't change them that often. I keep them roughly the same so that I haven't got to try and remember something different. But every now and then I always have a head fit and change everything just because I like to.
Martin Pigeon joined us. Good evening, Martin.
Evening, Martin,
Good evening.
from the Scottish borders. Lewis says splintery.
Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be cutting very nice, that's for sure. It's abrasive
I like
roll
the grain on it. I think that's
I've got a little bit
pattern's lovely.
there, which I'm just going to shorten the whole thing a bit. I don't want to take this whole thing down any smaller,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
for
well.
a little ship out.
Just take a bit off his lid.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's very eucalyptusy looking.
It is
isn't
very
it?
eucalyptus. That's probably because it is a eucalyptus.
Yep.
Not one I've come across myself, but as I said, it did have splits in it, which is very eucalyptus-like.
Lewis said a rounded rim will fix that a little bit.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah. I'm going to sound it at that and worry about the other bit when I turn it over.
Quite right.
On the flip side.
On the flip side,
Where's to Martin Dickinson?
What's Terry Bartlett saying?
We
Went
did.
to see Emma Cook on Saturday in Woodbury Turner near Essex. Best demonstration I've seen yet. Emma is good, I have to say.
she is good.
She is that, yeah.
She's coming to Bristol in September.
Really?
If there's anybody around the Bristol club, it's one of the Thursdays in September. I don't know which one.
Good evening, Martin.
Ah, Doug Miller's right. Evening, Doug.
Hello, Doug.
And good evening, Doug.
Stick your link in if you've got it, Doug. "57 people watching.
Wow.
Sam Blockin's looking forward to the demo, Emma's demo in Bristol.
Yeah, she's a very, very good demonstrator.
So you should be, Sam. You will learn lots. If you pay attention, that is, of course.
And she's a great way
If
of
Rob's
getting
in,
her
that was
point
obviously
across.
40 grit, but if he's not, it was 120.
Peter Carlos is in. Good evening, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
I hadn't even thought what I'm going to turn on Thursday.
Wood.
Ooh.
Piece of wood, probably.
We'll come up with a plan.
The advantage of doing that slight OG into the foot rather than doing an angled into a foot is I can stand straight through it.
You can.
G-Pa's in. So sorry I'm late, folks, but good evening all. Good evening to you, sir.
My G-bar.
G-Bar. Sounds like one of the rapper dudes. Right, I need a lightning cable because my phone's dying. What am I going to do now? Search for a lightning cable.
Yeah.
Won't show on camera, but I've got splits coming off the other side, which go in about 1/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'm going to be taking the top of that off, and so anyway, so that'll deal with that missing bit. And somebody was a bit aggressive with the gouge there and got a bit of tear out, so I
I wonder who that was.
just touched that up.
I've kind of got used to this strong tea now.
Oh, good.
Get it down you. Crown you.
Yeah.
As he gags.
Well, as I'm covering for Terry, any bits to tear out is Terry's fault, isn't it?
Of course it
It
is.
is.
Why wouldn't it?
Can't be anyone else.
We're going to run up to a 400 grit on this just because I want to. No other reason really.
Oh,
Carsten Pedersen's in.
Evening, Carsten. Welcome along, buddy.
All right, Carson.
It's been a lovely weekend here. The sun has been shining. It's been quite warm, but it's deteriorating this evening. It's going to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
it
had
is,
we've
yeah.
had rain for the last 3-4 hours.
Mm.
No, sun's still shining here, blue skies. Had 2 little bits of showers earlier on today.
Oh, heck.
But
And I'm
there's
down
more-
in the sunny southeast. Huh?
You are, aye, sunny southeast. Aye.
It's been beautiful here for, well, the last fortnight really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've had
a
good weather now the
smashing
last
week.
2 weeks as well.
It's
We've
actually
got,
Can't
sunny.
complain.
Week in Northern Ireland.
got the
It's,
grandchildren next Friday for the day, so guarantee it's going to rain then.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, it's got Friday.
7.5 degrees outside my workshop. And it says it's 14.2 in it, but I don't believe it.
Don't you?
I may have to excite the heater a wee bit.
19 degrees in here.
I'm going to excite my heater a wee bit.
I turned my heater on there a couple of hours ago. Got a bit chilly.
Mine's is on. Stick it on now. 10 degrees. I'll heat the place up.
Oh no, Lucy has rain as well.
Oh, no. But the farms are crying out for it, so it's time for
Yeah.
rain. But we only hear a little bit and then they can go away again.
I mean, I'm quite happy if it wants to rain between like 1 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
That would be perfect. If we could get that to work every day, it would be grand.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll have to move
Rest
that
for
thing.
that.
Or the odd shower every now and then is okay.
Well, we need it, don't we?
Yeah, here today it's raining between the showers.
Aye, it's raining between
Oh,
showers.
dear.
Yeah, but you know, you're on that absorption buffer between the Atlantic and the UK, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, a sponge. It's commonly known as a sponge.
yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I would
What
have
you
said
don't
bog.
get,
I would
Wales
have said
sorts
bog.
out.
Bog. That's not very nice, you know. I wouldn't call your country a bog. That's a terrible thing to say.
Fits.
Oh, Brian,
Fits,
you're
yeah.
always saying about how rough the Northern Ireland's weather is, and it was perfect last week.
It was.
It was. That was our summer, Joe.
Yeah, but
I
you were
know.
there.
You came
Joe,
at the right
so-
time, Joe.
Yeah, it was nice the time before as well when we came.
It
So,
was.
It's because you were there,
Was.
Joe.
Yeah, it might have been.
Partly so.
Right, I'm going to wax the outside.
We actually did a barbecue when Joe was here.
Oh, yeah, it was lovely. Absolutely lovely.
I
So
made my
tasty.
made my specialty pastas. Yum yum.
I missed that.
You
You did.
did.
You were a day late.
So a bit of sanding sealer or maple syrup, whichever it is. I can't remember. Lost track.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
I still haven't broken a bottle.
Lucy says, well, all the spots of are scabbed, but Keza has managed to pass it on to 9 of her classmates. That's not
Oh,
unusual.
no.
That's what schools are, germ factories.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That's all they are, germ factory. 30 kids in a classroom without any ventilation, and that's what you get.
The only thing is it'll build up their immune systems now.
It will for sure. What's that switch? What's that switch for?
Camera my own. That one.
Oh, well, that's good.
Hampshire Sheen,
High gloss wax.
high gloss wax. Running low on that.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
So Right,
Start
back
to-
down the angles again soon.
I'm still using the first tin I bought 5 years ago.
Oh, come to think of that.
Alright.
Hold on a minute. I might have the original tin. Just when you mentioned that, William, I think I may have an original tin of Hampshire Sheen
Oh well.
somewhere. That'll save me buying a new one because you know what I'm like, tight, miserable.
Martin recommends that you should use an entire tin of wax on every bowl, obviously.
Yeah, of course he does. Yeah.
But he is right. 3 coats does seem to be the magic number. Do it
Usually
once, you get a soft sheen. You do it 3 times and you start to see edges to the reflections.
Yeah.
I appear to have lost that tin.
And
Might be with Morris.
He's in the same box as Maurice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone with the mouse.
we've got a few minutes here, so I'll do another coat and see how that
I'm
goes.
annoyed about the mouse, I have to say. I just can't think where I put him.
The mouse
It's
emigrated
strange
to
when there's no
Canada.
explanation.
I put him in a safe place. Ah, geez, William.
Look what Pete has.
What's Pete got? See my mouse. You'll never guess what I've just found, William.
What?
Another 1, 2, 3 sets of gout shoulders. Why have I got so many of them?
Because you were testing and prototyping them, so
I was.
you probably got
Yeah.
some of the early batch.
And these ones
I
have
re-
got a lot of magnets that I installed in.
I relieved him of three sets. Pete.
Yeah.
Another 3 if you want them.
Oh, another road trip.
Another road trip. Oh, it's my turn this time.
It was Lucy, a Klingspor pencil thingy.
What? Who mentioned Klingspor? What? Who did? Brazil Rob's not in.
He is.
Nothing. Nothing.
He was at the beginning.
Was he?
He was. I read his name out.
Nah. You did?
That's a cracking pencil, Pete.
Isn't it?
Rob's a kind person. He sent me a picture of a Klingspor pencil.
It's a really nice pencil.
Oh.
This. It's
Friggin'
it's
rat
yellow
bag
and
it
black,
is.
and it's got Team Klingspor written on it.
Oh, has it? Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Right.
Oh, Karsten says, showing off now, Karsten says, you guys can go on about your Klingspor gear all you want, but how many have you got Klingspor trousers?
Oh, only one person would fit in those Klingspor trousers.
That'll be Brian. Or
Nope.
William.
It's
Carsten.
definitely not me.
Nope.
Definitely Carsten.
Wouldn't
Alright,
be me.
fair enough.
They were at Harwich a couple of years ago. Harwich?
Harwich?
Yeah, Harwich. Wrong end of the country. Where am I going? Harrogate. A couple of years ago. And Rob ordered them in for the people on the stand to be wearing Klingspor uniforms.
Oh, I see.
And they all turned up as very large.
I thought you were going to say Teletubbies. I thought you were going to say they all turned up as Teletubbies.
And Carsten managed to get a pair on. I did think he had them sort of up to his shoulders. But,
Short braces. Oh, dear.
Right, so that's the third coat. You see, I don't really sort of pause in between because at the end of the day, once you've buffed it, you can
It's
put
pretty
another
much-
coat straight on.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
much dry.
If
can indeed.
I'm just working in my workshop, I put 2 coats on usually, and it usually has a 12-minute break in between coats. because that's how long it takes me to get up to the house, put the kettle on, make a coffee, and get back again. So that's how long it gets.
You should be like me, Pete. Have a kettle in your workshop.
No, Lisa wants me to have a kettle in the workshop. If I had a kettle in the workshop, she'd be asking me to get a toilet in the workshop, and then a shower, then a bed, and then I'd live here.
Well, having spoken to Lisa, she thinks you live there anyway.
I pretty much do. But I do like to go in the house and shake the shavings off for her. She got something
Yeah,
to do.
well,
Yeah,
give her
Just to
something
give her
do, of course,
something
yeah.
to do, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I do the same for Michelle every day. Take some shavings in the house, leave them round my chair.
Oh, that'll cheer her up immensely.
No, it doesn't, eh?
Alan Gibb is in. Good evening, Alan. And
Good
Gav
evening,
City
Alan.
is in.
And Gav as
Welcome
well.
along,
Good
guys.
evening, gentlemen.
I even bought
Good
Michelle a
evening.
nice new Ryobi vacuum cleaner.
Oh
You
dear.
did.
I did. Because she carelessly broke
Mm.
the Vax one that she had.
That was kind
Yeah,
of you to buy her another
cleaning
one.
up your shavings.
Oh, you trying to say it was overworked? Is that what you said?
Full of big curly shavings.
Oh no, I don't
Right,
take the
so
curly ones in. I wouldn't dare do that. It's all the wee small bits that fall off your trousers and stuff, you know. And the bits you suddenly find in your pocket, you know them bits.
Yeah.
those
Oh,
bits, yeah.
where'd that come from?
The bits that are in your underwear, that's the ones that really puzzle me.
Yeah, to go down your shirt and end
Yeah.
up in your jocks.
Sam Lockin's got to go. He says, unfortunately, just a quick visit for me tonight as I have to go.
Take care,
There's,
Sam.
Okay.
Thanks
Bye
for
for now.
thanks for the live and the tea bag talk. You're welcome, Sam. Yeah, come back next week and we'll be talking about God knows what.
a new tool.
Coffee.
A new tool? Who's got a
Coffee.
new tool?
I am.
Hold on a minute. What's this new tool nonsense?
It's a bowl depth gaugey thingy. What's it?
Ooh.
Oh, a bull leg. Oh, look at that.
Thingy what's
That's,
it?
oh, here, that's posh.
Yeah, I'm all for thingy what's it.
That's
Yeah, I know.
posh.
It's
That's a
posh,
nice
isn't
one,
it?
Pete.
Yeah.
I
Adjustable
made it.
too.
I made it yesterday.
You did? What'd you make it with?
Bit of plywood.
Just scrap? Just bits of scrap?
Yeah, just bits of scrap.
Yeah, that's good.
So the
That's
idea
cool.
is that you set that to the where your jaws are, and
Oh, that's
down
for
here
your
I've got a little
adjustable.
bit on a adjuster screw, so I can
Oh, a
loosen the
little
screw.
doofer and for adjusting.
I can adjust that out to where the jaws are.
Oh, I've
And it works the
an
same
idea.
as the way that Wayne's does, but Wayne's takes 2 pieces of wood. Mine just needs the one.
Well, you've got no, surely, so you've more than one piece of wood down there.
Well, I've got lots of pieces of wood joined together, but when I hang it up, because it's got
No, it all stays
got a
together.
hanging thing here, it
Oh,
all
that's
hangs
neat,
up
huh?
in one place. Rather than putting one piece down and putting the other piece down somewhere else, which is what I tend to do. 'Cause
If you'd
I'm like
hung it up the other way around, you could have used it as a coat hook.
yeah, but yeah,
Oh, I might
I
have
was,
to
I
make
was
one of them, Pete.
I was playing around yesterday. I just thought I'd make one up. Then I painted it because I can.
Just because you can, eh? See, you painted it black, you may have painted it white. So it looks
I did look at the paint that I had in my cabinet, and the white was empty, and
oh,
the black wasn't, so I used black.
Yeah, as you do.
Well, yeah, that kind
that's
of.
100% okay, Pete. I have to agree. I bought one of the big 10 litre tubs of white paint. Is it 10 litres? No, it couldn't be 10 litres. Not that big, surely. How big was that tin of paint?
Is it a bucket?
It's a bucket.
Yep, 10 litres.
Is it? But God.
Yep.
And there's about a litre left in it. My God, I've done some paint. 10 litres is right. My God. Can't believe that. And I've near used it all.
So there's that
Thank
bit that's missing that I could get away with doing a rounded edge on, but if you look here, I've got a split there, got another one there, which are about the same depth. So I'm just going to take the top off of that. And
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
I'd leave the edge as it is and just soften it when I get round to sanding. So I'm
Take the
gonna
sharp
stick with,
take the sharp edge off it before you cut your finger on it.
too late for that. What did that? We're trying to open the glue. I mean, come on.
I know.
I'm that clumsy. I can actually cut myself doing my shirt buttons up.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, I'm picking up a third gouge just because I felt like it.
Just a third one. Is that all you've used today? 3 gouges. I mean, you're slipping.
Yeah, I've used 4 because I used the 40/40, didn't I? Just didn't like it.
I think you're slipping. Duracell rechargeable. Duracell rechargeable.
Yeah, I am slacking a bit.
Mm-hmm. Better recharge my batteries because my remote control for my little, what do you call it, differ? Record Power AC 400 is flat.
Oh.
Martin Dixon said, question, did Pete say he painted his gadget or patented his gadget? Painted.
Painted with paint. There is no
As in
paint on
slapped
anything
on a
I
bit of
make.
colour.
It's
No patented.
pretty much guaranteed anything I made, somebody's made it before anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Or some other version.
As I made
Yeah.
I've made a little table for my router jig thing that I've got from, what do you call him? Simon Hope.
Simon Hope. Oh yeah, the fluting tool.
Fluting tool, yeah, that's the one.
Fluting tool, that's the one. Fluting jig tool
Yeah.
thing.
Fluting
I
jig.
know a lot of people that have bought it.
Thingamajig.
I don't know that many people that have used it yet.
Well, you're going to see it being used because I'm going to do a live on it.
And not one of you said change the camera.
Well, I was just about
Pete.
to, Pete. I just seen you reaching for it.
Pete, change that camera, will you? For goodness sake. I have to tell you everything. I have to keep you right all the time.
Well, the last view was good because we could see your tool presentation that bit better.
This cup of tea is correct now. Tea bag in, tea bag out.
Oh, good.
Now I can see the bottom of the cup. Paul.
Now, when
Pete,
Brian
Paul,
comes over, if I have a vodka and tonic, it's darker than his cup of tea.
Pete, Paul Norfolk Hunter wants to know, what laser do you use to put your name on your handle?
I've got a longer Ray 5 10 watt.
Ooh.
I was looking at a 40-watt laser today,
Ooh,
but it was
bloody heck.
$1,900.
Yikes.
So you can guess where it's staying
Yeah.
In America.
in America. Well, that's
Wait till the tariffs are all gone. We'll get it a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, if they're expensive to put in America, then we have to sell them somewhere else, won't
Yep. I think all these Chinese manufacturers will be reducing their prices to the likes of the European Union and places like that. I think.
You just have to keep an eye out.
If Donald keeps quacking.
Quack, quack. But would you get the benefit of that laser, Brian? Because you're probably like me, you only use it for logoing and stuff like that.
Yeah, but this one cuts 20 mil bits of wood, you know. 40 watts. It'll cut 20 mil bits of timber, or I think it says 30 mil perspex.
Be cheaper
Mine-
to buy a handsaw.
It would be.
Mine tends to advertise that it cuts 20 mil. I can't cut 6, or I can cut 6, but the next time I cut 6 mil, I've got to do the settings all over again because it doesn't work.
Right.
Right. I mean, Martin Dixon says, Brian, try TeamU. Yep, TeamU is a spot. And Mike from Dancy says, howdy, sorry I'm late. Not to worry, mate.
Good evening,
Not to
Mike.
worry.
Even Mike.
YouTube wasn't showing the live. Oh, you got no
Oh, that's not
notification?
good.
Shocking. Is it cutting any better on the inside, Pete?
Yeah,
Looks like you've got some sort of saving there. Not very big, like.
Mm.
it's
Certainly
shavings
not-
coming off, but they're, I don't know, inch long at most.
Yeah, certainly not streamers.
But no, I mean it's
No.
His grain is quite white, a bit like ash really.
Wait, wait.
So it's quite a wide grain, which doesn't tend to give you big streamers. You know, I don't know. It's getting okay.
How big is that tool recipe?
This is a 9-inch,
A 9-inch one, yeah.
I've just
which I
looked at it in
find
relation. I was just looking at it in relation to your hand.
yeah, it's 9-inch.
It looks like my hand on a 12-inch.
Mm.
God, hands are huge.
Their paws.
Yeah, they are, right.
Yeah.
I know grizzly bears would be proud of them. Right, my phone's going flat. Ah, no, low battery on my phone. Oh no, that means my heart monitor's going to die in a minute. Oh no. Oh, dear.
Well, as long as you do it, that's all right.
I'll be fine.
I'm cutting that wood at about a 1/4 inch deep each cut, and
Lucy
it's
says.
coming off no problem.
Lucy says Pete's hair appears to be full of shavings.
It
It
does.
is.
That's man glitter, Lucy. Man glitter.
Yep.
That's actually normal for me. Actually.
Pete, you better not go through the bottom of this now after making that fancy depth gauge.
Did we say that Mike Hughes was in you?
No, we didn't. Well, you did now.
You're slacking.
Even a Mike.
Come on, you two. I don't know what you two are doing. I think you're asleep, the pair of you.
We're engrossed in the turning here.
Engrossed my aspidistras.
You know what?
Good evening, Mike.
I'm supposed to be a lot
Excellent.
more nervous than this. I'm supposed to be checking this depth.
Wait,
Because-
all right.
Well, yeah, I
You're
made
not
this. I
you're
made
not
this
checking.
thing to check depths with, and I haven't bothered to use it.
Yeah, we noticed that. That's what you've just said.
Paul Norfolk Hunter
So-
says if one of you gurus could do a video on lasers, that would be awesome for us who find them a mystery.
All right. Mystery?
Well, Paul, I have one,
The-
and it's
the
still a
only-
mystery to me.
Really, the only mystery is using the software correctly.
Yeah.
And setting the distance between the laser head and the workpiece. That's the only mystery in them.
Look out for Louisiana hobby guy.
That's it.
He does lasers. I use a laser, but I don't do lasers, so therefore
Yeah.
I don't know enough to talk about them.
He is the boy.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
find his thing.
Well done, mate. That's where I learned how to use mine anyway. So
Okay.
I can obviously see the gap here.
Lucy.
That's the gap I've got left. That's before I get to the jewels, so I don't want to go that far. But I've got another 5 mil to come off.
So that's 1/2 centimetre.
Yeah, well, it's about the same as 5 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, give it. Yeah.
I get confused on these things. Did that with Ruby once. Said it was inches instead of mil, and then just a massive cut, which I knew was just inside what I needed. Ruby panicked.
Oh, that's Patreon. I don't want that. That's his
It's,
Patreon channel. Back a page. Here we go. So the Louisiana hobby, I can hardly say that. Louisiana hobby guy, his name is Rich.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, he does
And
lots and lots on lasers, and he knows what he's talking about.
An absolute mine of information on laser.
Excellent.
From
live
the
chat.
bare
I don't think it's
basics
gonna,
to
no, it's not going to show.
Why can I not get that? Oh, there we go. Paste.
What I'm trying to
There it
catch on the camera and not doing very well at is I'm starting this cut on the left wing and then rolling over to the nose and the right wing
Frederick Day's joined us.
The reason I'm
Evening,
doing
Frederick.
that is to trick a tighter corner out of a 50-degree bevel.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of rolling the bevel around that corner and tricking it into thinking, okay, I've got plenty of contact still,
It's quite
which
an
works well.
advanced manoeuvre too.
It is.
But, the other thing I could do is go for my 60-degree traditional grind,
Hmm.
which you put in, you lift up.
Can we get a higher up shots? We can see that.
Go that one.
That's the one.
Keep your head out
You
of the
put
way.
it in, rub in the bevel, lift it up till you get starter shavings,
No bother, Paul.
and that'll go
That's
around
right.
a very tight corner.
The Louisiana hobby guys where I learned everything to know about lasers, basically. Along with talking to Steve, his K-Craft.
Yeah, he knows stuff, doesn't he?
He does.
The other thing, of course, my laser is in a cabinet,
Mhm.
so I'm scared of it.
What
Right.
cabinet?
Got it in a
Nice.
cabinet with a locked door and laser-proof windows in it, so I can, and a camera, so I can film it. So I haven't got to even be in the same room, so it can't jump out and get me in the eye. But if I was to try to make a video on it, then I would need to get it out onto an open space and set cameras up and stuff, which
Too frequent? Was this too frequent? What's happened to Frederick? I missed something there. When I was away checking that.
Yeah, he's been at a market today,
Alright.
and he didn't sell a thing.
Oh,
Oh, you get days like that, unfortunately.
you do.
Although he says it's becoming too frequent.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
just in the type of things that you want to sell. Might just
Yeah. Bulls don't sell.
no, they don't.
They're turning millions of the damn things, and they don't sell unless you have some sort of outlet, like a shop or something, that you can leave them in. What does sell is trinkets,
yeah,
wood-turned rabbits and apples and Easter eggs and stuff like that. They kind
Snowmen.
of sell snowmen and Christmas trees and
bloody
that kind,
mushrooms.
you know,
People
mushrooms.
like
Yeah.
buying bloody mushrooms. I hate bloody mushrooms.
I'm going to turn one on Thursday now just for the fun.
Just a wine Peter.
This might be Pete's club night though. Or it could turn into Pete's club night if I'd say I'm turning a mushroom.
Lewis says rolling pins and bud vases. Yeah, they sell well.
Yep.
Rolling pins, not so much over here.
No, not so much. No, there's very little people actually do cooking from scratch in this country.
People do cooking and they pay nothing for one in the pound shop. So
I
they
find
don't
the craft fairs pens sell the best.
Yeah, but I'm bored with turning pens. I don't want to turn those anymore.
I can't be bothered turning pens.
Well, I turned up many of them when I started. I still have boxes of them.
Oh, well, that's all right.
That is a
Got loads
problem. I was selling lots of pens and I turned lots of pens and it just got boring. I stopped doing it. I will turn pens again, but when I turn the next pen, it's going to be out of really expensive timber with workings that cost me 40 or 50 quid. And I'm going to sell it for £900.
Nice.
That means I'll turn one and it won't sell, so I'll never have to turn another one.
Good idea. Frederick Day
Why
says I
bother
don't
in the
have many.
first place?
Frederick says I don't have many bowls, mostly tea lights, vases, treasure box, wood needle cases, etc. Oh, good selection of stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
It just depends on who you're trying to sell them to, I suppose.
it does depend on the audience, and
It does.
I've been at some sales that have been identical to others. In fact, some sales, same one in different years. One has gone really well, and one's gone really badly. It's hard to say what's going to work and what isn't.
Yeah.
Can only
I've also
hope
been
for
at
the
sales where
best.
nobody's turned up, so
I only do a few at Christmas. That's it.
I now do 2 a year. Both of them are entire weekend things, and they are bike events that I go and set the stall up and then get drunk.
As you
Sometimes
do.
I sell stuff as well.
Susie is
Yeah.
in. Hello,
Yeah.
Susie.
Oh,
Oh,
good evening,
Susie, the
Susie.
Swiss troublemaker. Hello, Susie. How are you today? Are you bike driving up and down the mountains on your train?
Your train.
Yes. There's a train that goes up and down mountains. Well, that's what she did last summer.
Hanging over cable.
I know it's one of them, what do you call them?
It's a tram.
Yeah,
One of them up and down railway lines, funicular railway or something.
that's it.
A funicular railway. Start again the 1st of May, there she goes.
Ah,
Hey!
good.
It's not too far away now. What are we in anyway? Is this April? Yeah, it is.
She says,
It
cogwheel
certainly
train.
is.
Cogwheel train, yeah.
Yep, when it's too steep to drive up, you got to find some other way.
That's it.
So it pulls itself up the hill, basically. Is this depth gauge thing you're trying to show us now?
You've gone real quiet,
Yeah,
Ryan.
just use depth gauge. I'm down to 3 mil, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah. I
I'll move
wouldn't
the
go anymore.
microphone. I'll move the microphone and have a drink of tea, Joe.
Okay.
I'll put it back now.
Right, so if Rob's watching, this is 40 grit. If he's not, it's 120 grit.
No, I haven't seen Rob in.
Mike says there used to be one of those trains in Bournemouth going up the East Cliff. Isn't there one of them in where you live, Joe?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Train that goes up and down a cliff.
Mm.
There's one
In
in Folkestone as
Scarborough.
well. So not Folkestone. Lead or Hyde or some of them places.
I think
One
there's
in
one
the
at
Cinque Ports.
Saltburn.
In the Cinque Ports. There's one there. There's two of them together because they work on. They fill one with water and the weight takes it down.
Is your dust extractor on, Pete?
No,
You up?
your
Is your
dust
dust
extractor
extractor on?
Yeah,
is not
Oh, it
working.
is.
yeah, she's going, but it was quite a way off.
Jesus, dust everywhere.
I can see it going into it now.
It's like a blizzard.
Cheers.
A buzzard.
A blizzard. Blizzard.
That's that 40 grit, you see.
It's the 40 grit, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Martin. He says, Frederick, don't beat yourself up. People are generally not spending on
And the non-essentials
non-essentials
at
at
the
the
moment,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
quite right.
correct.
They're not. It's not for idiots like me who just can't get off Amazon. I spent 50 quid yesterday on socks.
Socks.
Three pairs of socks, 50 quid. Freaking
What?
ridiculous. Yeah. I only buy one kind of socks. I've worn the same kind of socks for the last, I don't know, forever.
Flaming heck, mate. You've got expensive taste, haven't you?
Yeah,
You
I can
can't
get
march
5 pairs for 12 quid.
You can't march if your feet are wrong.
Yeah, man.
Bridgedale socks, that's what I buy. 18 quid a pair.
No, I get 20 pairs for that.
I know you could. I could too, but they just make my feet sweat and they're horrible.
You all know this, but in case somebody's watching who doesn't know it, I haven't touched this out corner until I'm now on 240 grit, and now I will touch it.
How many feet do you have, says Paul? Just 2. You think I am
each
some
feet.
kind of octopus or something?
If you go with
Nice one.
lower grit than that, then it just takes too much away.
It does.
Right, 400 grit, just because I can.
No, I like to look after my feet because I've got sexy feet. Michelle's
You
not allowed
just
to
say
see.
sexy feet.
Yep, Michelle does not allow to see my feet because I've got sexy feet.
Bloody crew beans. Sexy feet.
Oh, I got the sexiest feet in the world. I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
start. I'm going to start. I'm going to start a YouTube channel about feet. You know,
Foot channel.
You like?
I'm too
I'm
sexy
sure
for my feet.
you'll get a following
too
on that, I'm
sexy
sure.
for my feet. Too sexy for my.
It's actually quite pretty, isn't it?
Martin Dixon says, "Good brand of socks, Brian. I use the same.
You posh sods.
Got to be comfortable."
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you
at
do,
one
but
time I used to buy the same socks as everybody else. You know, go to the sports shop and buy 10 socks for a fiver.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, I used to. But then only feet, Brian. No, you're right, Mike. It's not just my feet. Just my feet in particular. Oh dear. Stop it, you're full of it.
I buy only black socks. And
well, you'll never get odd pairs then, would you?
at a given time in the year, all of those go into a holiday bag. When they start to get holes in them, the whole lot gets thrown out at the same time, and I buy all new ones. Because trying to sort socks out is just not worth
Silly.
It's Brian a foot model. It's done. Like, I'm not allowed to show my feet. They're too sexy. It's just it drives women crazy.
Oh, where's Michelle when we need her?
Yeah, I'm sure she'd have something to add to that.
I'm sure she would.
I'm sure she would agree.
She 100% would agree. Whilst laughing copiously, rolling about the floor.
Yeah.
And my feet are a bit like having two canoes sat on the end of your leg. Which means I can't buy shoes very easily.
Like, that's shocking. Mike just said, I don't wash my pants and socks now. I just buy new every month. When the prices go up, I may change. You mean you may change your socks and pants, or you may. Gross.
Oh dear.
Once mine get sort of to the close to worn out stage, they go into my holiday bag, and I wear them and then leave them in the bin wherever I happen to be.
Quite
Don't-
right.
I don't bring dirty underwear back with me.
I hope you're putting them in a recycle bin.
No, it's usually litter bins or
Yeah.
I'm camping beside the road. Litter bins.
Yeah.
Staying in a hotel, it's a hotel bin.
Yeah.
Wherever I am.
Yeah, Pete doesn't recycle his sminkies.
Martin Ford says, didn't realise I stumbled on some sort of sock foot fetish channel. No, that's my other channel, Martin.
Yeah, that's my other channel, yeah.
That's my other channel. That's my dirty little secret channel. Oh,
They call it OnlyFans, isn't it?
OnlyFans, yeah. Oh dear. I just realised I talked some rubbish.
You just realised.
Yeah. I was waiting for that, Pete. I'll set them up. You throw them.
That was a mistake what I did then. I used the same piece of kitchen roll as I used for the sanding sealer, but a wax. I
Ah,
used the other end of it, so it wasn't contaminated. But I've now got something seed all over my hands.
He's just put in. Mike, but men's pants are really expensive compared to women's. What? That's because women's pants these days have got very little material in them, apparently.
About 3 square inches of material in a string.
Just Lucy's just said, Pete, you took the words right out of my mouth. I reckon Brian is secretly on OnlyFans. Oh. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I would see put the link in, Brian, but I don't want to get banned from YouTube.
No, don't put a link in. No,
Right, because I can, I've just put some wax on the outside of that as well.
I need more subscribers, like I need a hole in the head.
Lucy, what I call cheese wire should be banned.
What is it?
Right.
I didn't want that bit.
Are you sure? It disappeared down your funnel?
Nah, I just
Well,
hit the floor.
Oh,
The floor's a long way down
Oh,
these days.
yeah.
That's gone down the pipe.
No, my criminal says 2 bits of string and an elastoplast. That's good. Enough about feet. Put a sock in it, says Mike. Oh, well done, Mike. Put a sock on it.
oh dear.
Oh, well, sure. There's a nice bit of wood Pete's tunneling again. Just to change the subject.
It's quite pretty.
Yeah, it does. It looks really nice.
Quite like turning
Shined
that.
up real good.
Quite like turning that. Might get some more of that one day.
Nigel Harvey says, I use mine for beeswax. Oh, talk to you.
Richard Raffin style.
Yeah, that's your right.
The waxy sock.
Got to take the foot off, I suppose, haven't I?
Lucy says, Mike, blame Brian. He mentioned socks. What? I get to blame for everything. Oh, look, Yorkshire gets in.
Ah,
Hey,
Glenn.
doing, Yorkshire get.
Good evening,
Have
Lee.
you beaten that Uric and turned
Hello,
anything yet?
Glenn.
Nigel Harvey's in. Have we said hello to Nigel?
Hey, Nigel. We have now.
Everybody has to ask Glenn every time you see him, has he been to the unit yet to turn something? I'm determined to get Glenn turning.
I got to ask Glenn. Glenn, if you go to the unit and turn something, you reckon you get some more shavings into Brian's workshop?
Yeah, you made a right mess of it the last time.
Aye. Cutting the bowl in the wrong direction and firing the shavings away to the right hand side over my
He
pro edge.
flicked them all over the place, he did.
And out of the window and everything. I had to go and sweep up outside.
They were on the roof of my car and everything.
Well done, mate.
A good job, well done.
What's this, Carson? Some years I bought some nice socks for a hiking trip. I haven't been able to wear them out. So even if they are 15, 20 quid, that's what I've been buying since. Quite right, Kirsten. Buy quality.
You have to look after your feet.
You really do.
Yeah, I've bought quality socks for years now. I won't go backwards. Mike says, that's great for you, Carson. One pair of socks lasting that long.
Trouble is, you spend all that money on a quality socks. That's the ones that disappear in the tumble dryer, isn't it?
Yeah, the washing machine eats one.
Eats one.
That's why I buy the same ones all the time. Same
Mix
socks.
and match.
And they're usually blue, grey and blue. Made with merino wool.
Hmm.
Ooh, posh.
Bosh, bosh.
Yeah, it is.
Now, if more people bought nice fancy socks made of wool, farmers might get paid something for the wool rather than have to pay to get rid of it. Did you know that a sheep's fleece is not worth the cost of the shearing?
Really?
It's more expensive to have it sheared than you get value from the fleece.
Didn't know that.
That's the fact.
That's wrong.
100% wrong.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, it only costs about £1.50, £1.60 per sheep to shear.
Yeah. But it then
Wow.
costs about 10 quid to process that fleece into wool.
There ain't no way, and nobody wants to process wool anymore.
And we
They'd
can make
rather use
plastic wool instead.
synthetic.
Yes,
Yeah,
Pete, exactly. Synthetic
fibre.
wool.
It's a shame and disgrace, to be honest. There's thousands and thousands of tons of sheep's wool every year being buried in the ground or burnt.
Okay, so I put my
Or
cold jewels on.
made into insulation.
Could you zoom out a wee bit, Pete?
Oh,
That'll do. That'll do. Perfect.
lovely old job. Lovely old job.
Put my cold jewels on, and as is always the case, all the buttons were in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So I had to
Yeah.
move them all. And it doesn't matter. If I did another bowl tomorrow that size, you have to move those buttons again.
Guarantee it.
It's just
Lucy
the way it
says,
works.
Lucy says you need two things in life: a good pair of shoes and a good bed. You'll always be in one or the other.
That is correct, Lucy. You're dead right.
Very true. There's nothing worse than badly fitting feet.
Or,
or
or if you're really tired, two of them.
Yeah, indeed, Lucy. To buy a ball of yarn that's pure wool is really expensive. You're right, it is. But the farmers are not getting it, that's for sure. I had some fancy sheep, Leicester long wools, and they had lovely long curly fleeces, and nobody wanted it.
What a shame.
This is saying, isn't it?
The thing is, you still got to shear them, otherwise they just get tangled up and clogged up.
You have to shear them. You couldn't possibly leave them because it doesn't fall out. No, well, it does eventually, but they could die.
Yep.
Because of overheating. Yeah, you're right, Lucy. Farmers never get paid what they should. Quite right. John says, where do they get steel wool from? Hard sheep?
Tough sheep.
Oh, I
Tough sheep. Yep. Interest
Yes,
rates
and
are
robotic
buying,
sheep,
so
innit?
it gets more. Yeah. It is. That's been the case for some years now, I have to tell you, and very few ordinary people who are not sort of farming or being involved with farming, I understand that. If they did, there may well be a bit of a change of heart, and people may want to buy wool and stuff again. Remember, we used to get lovely woolen suits, and they were hard wearing. You could have worn them for years. Now all suits are made of bloody polyester
Synthetic.
and don't last a crack. We get all baggy at the knees and horrible.
Well, I changed bowl gauges then. Two reasons.
Yes, again.
Yeah. One, this one's exactly the same, but it's got a shorter wing.
Well, all right.
And it was sharp.
That's the reason I changed to it. I hadn't used it yet, so it's still sharp.
Yeah. Save you
Just
shall.
get that slight. You can't see it from that angle.
It's concave, the little.
Just get that
There
slight
you go.
Yeah.
concave in the middle there.
Perfect.
So it sits on the outer ring of that. And same as if you're turning a bowl normally, you sharpen the gauge before you do the last cut. Rather than do that, I just get another gauge.
Just a one that was pre-sharpened.
Because Brian said I could.
That's perfectly acceptable. You'll be sharpening them all again tomorrow anyway, so.
Pete loves it.
Yes.
We're actually doing a sharpening evening at the club I go to. I'm trying to get enough people there with sharpening systems, various different sharpening systems,
Mm-hmm.
to have no more than 3 people watching.
Okay.
Because if you go and see a normal sharpening thing, you really can't see what they're doing.
Lucy's going to say goodnight.
Good night,
Take care,
Lucy.
Lucy.
Right, Lucy.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for your input and the crack.
Lucy's always a good sport.
Did I say hello to Alex earlier? I don't remember if I did. Evening, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Can't remember if I did. Yeah, Martin says you got a wool suit that would match your socks.
Match
I
your
would-
wool socks.
I wouldn't did. I wouldn't did. Mind you, I draw the line at woolen swimwear
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not so good.
because I remember it when I did actually have a pair of woolen swimming trunks
Yeah, I think we used to call it woolen brownware, didn't we?
long time ago. It wasn't very pleasant. As soon as it got wet, it fell off your ass. It was that heavy.
Well,
Because I'm reminiscing tonight, aren't I? My ear's making a bit of a high-pitched whiny noise. That's not a good sign. Nice and warm in here now, though. 17 degrees, lovely. Yeah. You also get said they called them dancing drunks.
Dancing trunks, yeah.
Yeah.
my goodness.
Loads of ballroom.
Oh, crikey.
I knew you was going to say that. Only you.
Bit more maple syrup. I don't put any decoration in the cutting on here because I will laser my logo into this base.
Frederick Dace is a general question for all. What do you do with all the items they have made? I have boxes full of them. Don't we all?
Yeah. We all do the same as you, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff them in boxes.
I set
just-
fire to them.
Yeah, Pete sets fire to his. I set fire to mine occasionally, you know, especially the YouTube bits. I just can't throw them, but some of them go in the bin. Others that are not, others that are of sufficient quality get saved. But I prefer to make artistic pieces rather than just a standard piece.
Round and brown piece.
Martin says the high-pitched whining noise may be my wife, and I'm only part joking. Oh, Martin, that's almost the truth. I better be careful because Michelle might be back on listening again. Michelle definitely doesn't whine. She just rages. It's not whine.
You
There you go.
red-headed Irish woman, Brian.
I know. It's my own fault. I accept the blame. Mike says I give them away mostly, Frederick. Just keep special pieces put in the cabinet. Quite right. I mean, I keep them in the cabinet for a while, look at them, and if I like them, I keep them. If I don't, I'll throw them away and or leave them on the shelf, and somebody will come along someday and say, "Oh, that's nice. Well, take it home with you."
Yeah, good luck.
Yep. Enjoy. It's a hobby for me. It's like playing golf. You know, you pay
Mhm.
60 quid for a round of golf and never bat an eyelid. But if you go pick up a blank that's going to give you a day's entertainment in your workshop, and it's 25 quid, you think, what? I'll pay that
Yeah,
for a blank.
just difficult, isn't it?
I paid over £200 for a round of golf. I mean,
Holy moly.
oh yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
go
So
on.
I think I'm 9 minutes short of me contracted time, so Terry's going to give me grief.
Oh no.
Um,
That's a lovely little bowl, Pete.
Here's a
nice
lovely
little
ball,
bowl,
Pete.
It is.
really pretty wood.
Mhm.
It's
It turned out really nice.
Australian. It's a eucalyptus-based timber, and it's called iron bark because of the way the bark gets thicker and thicker every year and becomes its fireproofing.
And how
Wood,
hard is the wood? How hard is the wood, Pete? Is it
this is very hard.
tough?
It cut really well for a hardwood in
Yeah.
every direction.
Mm.
You can see there's a couple of splits here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
No, we can't
Which I
really see
glued
it.
up before I started. And there were some splits about the same depth in the top, which I just shortened the bowl to get rid of those.
Susie wants to know, does it smell of eucalyptus? I wouldn't think so when it's dry.
Well, it's been waxed now, so.
It smells of wax.
Just
Yeah.
taste the shavings, Pete. Taste the shavings.
I think she meant when you were turning it, Pete. You know,
No, there's no particular smell to it.
it'd be dry, Pete, so it wouldn't smell.
Yeah, it's it might have had an aroma at some point, but not anymore.
Dried out.
And it is only of the family eucalyptus. It's not necessarily a eucalyptus tree.
Harvey Klein says that's why he turns miniatures. I can just put them in a shoebox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good idea.
That's a good idea. I might start turning some small stuff.
we had a miniature thing for the club and the sort of monthly competition, and I did a few sort of half-inch tall goblets, and then sort of enjoyed it. Did some more, got them smaller, got silly, but it was all good fun.
All good fun is right.
The trouble is trying to turn a 1/4-inch tall goblet when you're using a 1-inch skew.
Need to manufacture miniature tools.
Yeah, I don't have any miniature tools. But anyway, bit of fun, nice
Nice.
little bowl. Iron bark gets a thumbs up from me. That's a nice wood. I recommend it. Anybody who sees any, go and buy some. That's from Martin Pigeon, but I'm sure other people sell it. And I said it's Australian origin, Queensland in particular, because it
I
likes
never
lots
even
of
heard
rain.
of it. Yeah.
So it's probably grow in Ireland if it was warm enough because it likes rain. Anyway.
here in the bog.
The lathe is off.
Ladies
Pouring a
off,
beer.
cannons out.
You're taking Mike's advice. He says, well done, Pete. Have yourself a Dunbar.
Good job. Well done, Pete.
And
I'm still
Yeah,
drinking
nice one.
tea.
Terry is back
I'll
next
have
week.
a cup of tea.
Terry's back next week. Got the usual
to be.
Paul, Doug, and then Brian on Thursday. No idea whether Steve's going to be on this week or not. And Todd says, "Nice life, Pete and earworms, despite the fact that sock fetish."
Sock fetish.
That's what it is.
Yeah, sexy feet, huh?
And don't forget,
Christ.
Wayne may be on Wednesday or Saturday.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I've still got a third piece that I picked up.
One piece left.
So there'll be
Something.
another boring round and brown bowl. This is
No.
brown ivory. So
Brown ivory.
I know this is not going to cut well because Terry did it recently and it was horrible. But we'll give it a go. Give it a go.
Glenn has just put in my chat. There's some of my carbonara in your fridge.
Your fridge.
Carbonara. Carbonara. You mean Corona? No, there isn't.
He got through it all, did he?
Well, there's none there, unless Michelle drunk it.
I don't know.
How's he getting on with that triple distilled, Joe?
Yeah.
What do you mean, how's he getting on? It's drunk.
It's drunk.
Yeah.
Good.
Ah, dear. Yeah, if you hadn't gathered, Glenn and Joe have been over visiting Brian, and William popped up and caused chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
As
We
always.
had a good day processing timber and rough turning.
Yeah. Anyway, as I said, Terry's back next week. I'm just filling in for the one day this time. I think I'm back on again in May.
May sometime, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do that third one in May.
Good.
Once
What is
that's
that?
done, we'll think of something that's not a bowl shape.
What is the third one?
Brown ivory.
Brown ivory.
Brown eye. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Sounds nice anyway.
It is, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, whereas I said, made a good mess of Brian's workshop. We did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I did a lot of live for those of you who hadn't missed it. You can go back and have a look. Short live, 2 little short lives of the shaving mess that was left in my workshop.
Who starred in this live?
William and William
And Lynn.
Glenn.
And Lynn. Lynn was first.
Both on it. You're
Yeah,
both on it.
So William is now done a live, so there's no reason why I can't do them regularly.
And that's what I said. Source Live is now gone, so he has to.
Don't wish that on them.
Yeah. We'll see.
Anyway, thanks for coming in, everybody.
Well, if we waffle for another 3 minutes, you'll have made your contracted hours. You've
Oh,
already
right. Yeah. We've got waffle
Yeah.
in 3 minutes.
may just waffle for a couple of minutes.
We better
Yeah.
give Pete the thumbs up. Now.
Yeah.
There's
Give me a
thumbs up.
thumbs
Pete.
up.
Nigel wants to know has Will been forgiven for making the mess? It wasn't so much Will that made all the mess, it was Glenn.
Yeah, I think it was more Glenn, yeah, because he was sort of directing those shavings everywhere.
Yeah, just everywhere he could find a
Spraying them
space to
everywhere.
shave it, he shoved one. Yeah, shavings everywhere. William's pile was on the floor, just in front of the lathe, kind of where it should be. Mind
Yeah.
you, it's 3 great big bucketfuls of shavings. We turned a whole lot of ash.
It was
We
that
did.
bad that Brian's lathe had to be moved as a result.
Yeah, moved the lathe. Workshop's changed round again. Oh God. Camera's all moved.
No, it looks good this time.
It's better than everything.
Bugger off.
Oh, you forgot to say bugger off. Like, I can't believe you swore at me, huh? I can't. Again. Get down there, you and turn something. None of your nonsense.
Yeah. But I still want to see that video of a pen turned on a VB36.
Yes.
Oh,
That'll be
yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Frederick says, good night all. Thanks for the company and the entertaining chat. Until the next
Very
time.
welcome, Frederick.
Well done, Pete.
Thanks, Frederick. Take care. And
Right,
hope-
Pete.
hope you look
can
good,
wind,
friend.
with 1 minute left, you can wind it up now, Pete.
Right, we've achieved our contract. So Terry can't complain. And when he comes back next week, he'll have nothing to moan about. He'll just keep chucking into getting his projects finished. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Bye,
Take care,
everybody.
all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.